into space, seeing that it's like, well, either it runs away into the woods or it goes after Ashy, whom it seemingly tried to do. So yeah, runs through and is going to try and get the attack off. Gets the attack off. Fucking Jesse's I didn't expect Jesse to be this fucking
Powerful.
Yeah, just like this power play, but holy shit, I love paladins. Like, let's see, that's 7, that's 10. Okay, so that's another 5 damage on, and it's comes through, kind of brings the sword down on this thing, and it's over to Emmy, who's now has the floor after cowering behind Lucy in proper rogue fashion.
I am going to get into that square that is opposite of Jesse.
Okay.
So I can also flank.
You just want to come right down here. There's
Yep.
your flank.
And then I would like to cast Shocking Grasp.
Shocking Grasp, yes, as is tradition.
That was a 19.
That hits.
Cool.
You can actually roll at advantage to see if you crit. Because
yeah, I probably should do that.
You probably should do that. Just to see how hard into the ground you can stomp my lovely lycanthropes. Okay.
Oh. All right. And then 8 damage.
8 damage. Cool. What does this attack look like?
It looks kind of like Force Lightning from Star Wars.
Oh yeah?
Except kind of right here on the palm of your hand.
Love
and
it.
so I imagine she just kind of goes in open palm, like
open palm. Yeah, all right. So goes in like that, and you see the electricity like course through this being. It like seizes up, and then just falls over. You had the smell of like burning sort of like fur from like the shock. Your actual handprint is like singed into the fur from like where you actually did that, and that's the last werewolf. You have succeeded. Congratulations.
Woohoo. I'm gonna drink my healing potion.
I was just like, aren't you at like 2 HP or something?
I'm at 6.
Oh, 6. That's better than I thought.
Yeah,
And
wild fight.
Are we out of initiative then?
You are definitely out of initiative, yes.
I'm gonna comment like, so we left no one alive to tell us the story of what happened.
Yeah, you're in this moonlight like this moonlit glade, with this yellow moon staring down at everyone, just bodies of like various robed bodies and like half transformed individuals kind of like lying on the ground. Just a scene of bloodbath.
That guy over on the top side, he's not there.
What do you mean, that guy over on the top side?
There's a character that's not one of us standing on the rock.
That's Jesse.
No. Maybe I'm like, maybe
this is Ashy, this is Jesse, this is Lucy.
Oh yeah.
This is Emmy. That's you.
Okay, I was having trouble.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the extra werewolf that I had in the corner in case I needed it. Which I was like, how can you see that?
No.
No, not that. And I'm like, I don't want. Don't. Shh.
Yeah.
But
no.
yeah.
So I'm gonna be like.
I'm gonna leave you.
I'm gonna loot the bodies.
I'm gonna leave you all to roleplay for a little bit. I need to go to the washroom really quick.
Okay.
So chat amongst yourselves.
Do you just want to take a break,
stuff.
or?
We can do a break if everyone feels like that. That sounds good to me.
I don't know, because we're talking about getting water, and I was just like, it is hot here.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll just... Yeah, that sort of stuff. All right, let's...
Can I loot the bodies?
let's get back into it. And with that, I'm going to say, are you sure you want to remove text? Yes, I do want to remove text. And I'm going to, there you go. The nice ambience of the night kind of settles in after all of this. On his throne, staring down at all of you. That, yeah, you can start looking over the bodies and kind of perceive what happened here out of everything, because
Now, the wolf that came up on me, was it also just a wolf, or was it like the bear that it had gear?
that one was not as well equipped, but it did have
Now that it's half.
Yeah, now that it's like in a mid sort of like strange bodily contorted form. It did have some traveling sort of gear on it.
So I'll just check all the bodies if anyone wants to help me check bodies, or
Do they revert back,
separately.
or do they die and stay in whatever form they died in?
They're staying inside of their form, per se. Actually, I believe that they revert into the halfway form, rather than the full like, you know, non-changed form.
Like back to human.
Yeah,
Go.
they're in the hybrid shape that they transform back, that they transform into
so
when they die.
This is investigation,
Yeah.
and I don't know if anybody else wanted to roll to check bodies or look for anything else.
I want to check out that great sword. What's it?
Yes. So that great sword is still now covered in like blood, still like glinting and shining, as it were.
How much heavier is it than mine?
That's a very interesting question. Tell me about your own greatsword.
Shit. Can I get back to you on that?
Yeah, no problem.
It's a family heirloom, I guess.
That
So, sizable
makes
for
sense.
people my size, not people bear size.
That's also true.
Probably has the House of White crest, or specifically my house crest, somewhere on it.
Right. So yours is more balanced towards the idea of it kind of being like a slashing weapon. This greatsword is like a larger chunk of metal on the top that seems like it's more designed to be like kind of like pseudo club like.
Does it do damage?
Does it do more damage?
Like bludgeoning damage.
Oh, no. It would still do slashing damage. It's just like, it's not as sort of elegantly crafted. It's a lot more like a straightforward sort of greatsword that's kind of being put forward. Whereas yours is like crafted with like a very like kind of like nice edge, and like so you're able to like use it for like garden stuff. This
But it, like,
thing's
twinkles?
yeah, it's like it shines.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Yes, indeed.
This Doris will even know what it is.
Yeah, probably. Let me just get up the full details about that. But yeah,
the
actually,
first cursed weapon.
let me get to that.
Second cursed weapon.
Yeah,
Cursed weapon
possibly
for the
third or
cursed
fourth.
cleric.
But the real benefit is holding on to this. You could see that it casts enough light that you can like look around and like you could see fairly clearly.
Cool. Can I hold it in one hand? I have a strength of...
I'm saying you can hold it in one hand, but you can't like really wield it well.
Well, yeah, but I can like still like carry it in one hand.
Yeah, you'd have to like lean it on your shoulder or something. But yeah, you could carry it in one hand.
See, like Final Fantasy style, like.
Yeah, Buster Sword style.
Yeah, sure. Just slowly
Did-
equipping Glim with more and more weapons.
Did
I was gonna-
any of the werewolves? Oh, sorry.
What's up?
No, you're fine.
Did any of the werewolves have black fur?
Strangely enough, no.
which is why I'm like, well, they didn't give us any answers. We still don't know where she's at, but we can look
Because
for her.
the one that rushed Ashy from the woods looked more like a kind of timber wolf, where it's like a kind of silver gray that was going on, but there was no black furred wolf that you could see.
And there's no black furred half bodies either.
Yeah, like none of the like really there was only two lycanthropes you don't know about because the other one was a cultist that you already met.
And they're all dead.
And they are all very dead.
Can I investigate the pillar?
I was just like, does Lucy touch the pillar? She says
Of course.
it.
Of course you can.
Does my investigation result in anything, by the way?
Yes. You start rooting through like the various pouches and like little sort of like traveling sort of sacks that they have on them, and you come up with, I'm gonna say, on one of the bodies is between the bodies there's 23 silver. There's also specifically a list of people, like names that you can see, that you don't quite know why they're sort of written in this way, because they're all written in Elven. In terms of like,
read Elven at all, so it would have just been like
you can recognize that there's that it's a list of names. You don't know the reason for that list of names, but the names are still written in sort of like
I
a
recognize
common
it's
tone.
Elven and it's what it is. Okay.
It is what it is. As well as one of them has a rabbit's foot. And there's a small steel mirror. Wait, are you going through the other cultists' stuff too?
I just rolled 16 to investigate bodies. was
Oh,
what I
okay,
said,
alright.
so-
So if you go through them also, there's going to be...
Who was a list off of?
Who's the list off of? The list was off of specifically the wolf that came at you.
Okay. Wolf at me.
You do actually find that there is a journal there's like a book that you presume is a journal because, like, you know, you pop it open and you see a lot of writing, but again, it's in Elven. And among the other cultists, one of them has a deck of tarot cards and a stained glass pendant, specifically looking like it is for oh, please say my dock's open. Okay, yeah, okay, good, thank you. I'm gonna say it is a stained glass pendant for Yue Marzio, so the Laughing Merchant, as it were. And among them, they have collectively another, I'm saying, 5 silver?
Okay.
So not like, you know, super expensive stuff, but like they have some change on them, at the very least. With that in mind, yeah, that's what it was. I believe there was another. Right. Lucy was investigating the pillar, the king's pillar.
So not just a regular investigation, right? We're in the woods.
Right.
Can this be a nature check instead of
Absolutely, this
just
could be a nature check. Nature or religion, I'm gonna say, are your go-tos for what the fuck this pillar be about.
18?
18, and that's for nature?
Yes.
Okay. So, as the rules stand, that is 5 above knowledge. So, whatever I tell you, you can then ask one more question off of that. Let me go and grab a little bit of information, though. Because I need to... No, that's an introduction into Arcano Particles. That's... Actually, wait, no, I have this information easily provided to me. Right. So, knowing about the specific moon that is associated with this is which you know is associated with the summer and has a very regal and royal sort of connotation with its bright purple very much being evident inside the sky, as if it's like, you know, proud, and it's mainly actually out during the day. So you would presume that this would be when the pillar is most. Hey, so you'd be presuming that this is when the pillar would be active and at its most powerful during that period of time. And yes, so you also are aware within like nature and whatnot that there are a lot of druidic landmarks that are associated with the various moons. You have never come across one that is kind of as peculiar as this, but you've heard of such things before. So you have one question to ask.
All right, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the part in the beginning? You said something about the summer.
Yes. So, the 4 moons are associated with the 4 different seasons, and so what would be the summer is the season of So, when it's So when it's at its greatest power, when it is incredibly warm, when it's warm and vibrant out, and it's able to stand boldly in the sky at its largest.
During the day, you said, right?
Yes, it's out in its most evident during the day, particularly in the afternoon.
Right.
It rises like it's at its highest point.
And I just wanted to clarify that file you read that you were kind of going off said it was purple, but earlier we said it was yellow. I just want to check the color.
No. The is purple. The moon that is currently up in the sky at night is yellow because that moon is Dole.
So Dole's up right now.
So the moon of
Ur's-
Dole is up. Would be up in the afternoon.
Okay.
As they all kind of cycle through.
There's purple.
This is the stuff to get through right now, so that we don't have to worry about it later. Right. So you have one question to ask from the information that I provided.
So if it's most, God, I want to ask 2 questions.